Hey guys, I'm Kitty.
Hi, I'm Kitty. What's up, guys? I'm Kitty, and welcome to me. This is uncut, unfiltered,
and frankly fun podcast and show.
Here, I just talk it up with my friends or guests
and provide a safe space for us to talk about anything.
Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Hey guys, before we get into the video, I just want to remind you guys to follow Aaron down below. We have his event page and his personal page if you guys want to know what's coming up next. I know there will be a event or a anime event get together at the Brownhoist. I hope I'm saying it right. And the flyer's right here, and obviously check out his page down below for more information. I know there will be another ball coming up in September, but if you want to keep up to date on future events, future things to do, just follow his page and check it out. All right, enjoy the video. Thank you for checking us out. Oh, let's go ahead and flip. There we go. Thank you for the cake.
How's it taste?
It's very good. I love angel cake already, or sponge cake, but I usually don't like cream. But this cream is like super like buttery, and it's delicious. I've been eating horribly today. I had a grilled cheese sandwich with mac and cheese in it today.
I went to that place I told you I got the brisket from.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they changed the hours back to. This is not the book I wanted to grab, but let's see. I'm trying to go black. Yeah, two of the same book. Black. There we go. This is the third city. Yeah.
Where'd you get the skin?
The place we went where we met up at. Yeah.
Cocos?
No, the plaza.
Oh, the market?
Yeah, where the keto place is at. Okay. I didn't know they had that back there. And I was like, oh, y'all have stuff here. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, they sell duck and everything. I need creepy books. Leisure.
Whoever made this cream did a phenomenal job.
Art. That'll work because I'm sitting here. Okay, let's open it. It looks dirty. I'm gonna leave all books alone.
Up a little bit so your head does not get cut off at the top.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Right corner. I got to promote this place. Brownhoist. See, this is why I gotta remember. This is why technically I need to make cue cards. I literally went to school and I keep forgetting. Make cue cards. Write down what you want to say so you don't forget. But it's okay.
I said that to myself too, but I never do cue cards. I'm just like,
I gotta remember.
I'll just fuck it up. It's okay.
I like the natural flow because it fucking sucks sometimes. Because that's why I hate that's why I was bad at when we had to do news reports and read off a teleprompter. I was like, make it sound natural. I'm like, man,
how?
I'm better with the ad libs and the organic.
Well, welcome guys. We're at a little gem I just got a tour of. Where are we?
We're at the Brownhoist. It's right off St. Clair. Guess we could do a link somewhere right around somewhere.
Link below somewhere
yes.
on the screen, maybe.
Yes, it's a great place. Discovered it by accident. Just somebody said, "Hey, meet me here for an interview," and I was like, "Okay." And it was pretty amazing. I gave a tour. We're here in the vault, as I call it, also known as the game room or the library.
Ancient library.
Yes, it's a lot of cool stuff.
You know, it's the coolest old building I've been in a while.
Yeah.
It's from
the 1800s, so.
I can tell by the elevator that says it's not manual, not automatic.
Yes, it's like a video game where it's a lever you have to hit to go up and down.
I don't trust that. I'll take the stairs.
No, it's fair. It got fire department checked, so it works.
Believe you.
But you also have to align it perfectly with the door, otherwise it's like a gap you got to jump down. So it's kind of like a nice little game of how good is your toggle skills, and like no, gotta readjust. It's quite interesting.
Getting my steps in, that's why.
The stairs are very nice and wide.
Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Aaron, also known as Kyoguru, and I am a otaku and a nerd and all those other good fun things.
Yeah, we nerds out here.
Yes, we're taking over.
But I invited him to talk about urban otaku, basically.
Yeah.
And some.
Yay, yes, the revival.
The revival.
Yes, I had to become a necromancer. Many years of study of how I'm gonna do it, and got yelled at. The villagers requested. They was like, "Bring us back."
I believe that.
Yes.
If y'all don't know, Urban Otaku used to be a event that happened every month where anime nerds got together and we just played video games, we played party games, we did cosplays, a little bit of everything, and it was just like a fun thing to do amongst your people, basically.
Also trying to meet. I was part of the street team and promotion, so I try to always meet with people at the conventions and like help promote. Like, yeah, in case you didn't know, we're still around. We're having a meeting. So that was like that's how I became known and running into people like, oh yeah, like, is it still live? Yes, we're still live.
That's funny because I was a photographer for the event for a blip.
Yes, I will say there's eras of it. I was part of the OG era, and then it's the era after me, after I left, and I was like, oh no. And then the pandemic happened, and the pandemic just kills everything.
I thought it was dead before the pandemic.
I did. Well, I didn't want to say that. That's me. I was trying to be politically correct, as they say. But yeah, it was alive. But I'm trying to bring it back with a whole new crew, a whole new flavor.
As you should.
Yes, a reboot. But yeah, the hardest part was just trying to figure out if I want to stick with the name or like add reanimation, and stuff like that.
You should do a vote. You should do a live vote. I feel like most people want it to keep the name.
I am. I'm probably going to. The side note, plug moment. Black Fae Day, May 11th, here at the Brownhoist from 1 to 5. There's a free event here, so you should come. And I'm also hosting a Black Fae banquet. Yes, I said it right the first time.
Nice. From
7 to 10 or 11, where you can buy your tickets, and we're gonna like do like a masquerade Fae fantasy banquet. There will be brisket. I will say that. I will officially say there will be very delicious brisket, beautiful sweets, because Fae, and just a great vibe.
I'm glad because I'm missing. There's a Fae event going on this Saturday, done by Ingenuity. They're doing a ball.
Yes.
Like, I can't.
Yeah.
I plan on getting trashed. It is what? What's the holiday this weekend?
I don't know.
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh yeah, this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just a reason to drink for real.
I may try to make it to that because I'll be free. It's like it's a bunch of events going on in Cleveland, which I love. Thank you, Cleveland, for actually finding things to do when I'm in it. I hate you because it was when I was an adult. Okay, I was a kid. Y'all didn't have shit. Okay, can I cuss?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay. Parental advice now, because words will be said that are not safe for children under 10.
Can't imagine children watching my shit.
People I don't know. People weren't at work, but yeah. That's the one thing I do love about Cleveland now. Like, there's a lot more stuff going on.
Absolutely.
Like all the stuff you wanted, like when you were in high school, like anime club and.
Right.
Also, shout out to like Payne Avenue for all the new food spots that's popping up. Great ramen and stuff like that. Ice and rice, I think that's what it's called. Went there recently. Had the cabbage pancake. I'm horrible with names. I apologize. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I don't
What's your word for it?
It is.
Doesn't sound.
No, it's actually really good. It's really good. It's kind of like cornbread to me. But then
cabbage.
Cabbage is amazing. It's a superfood that they don't talk about because it's cheap and it stretch out a long way. Also, I come from Alabama, so my mother, I got Southern roots bred into me. Like people think I'm weird because I I don't like beans because my mom fed. I ate beans constantly. Yes, butter beans are. I hate that. My mom made me eat it every other week because she grew up on a farm eating possums and shit. So then she like, I'm making beans this weekend. I said I don't want beans. So yes, I had to eat beans. I love cornbread. That's why I learned cornbread saves everything.
Fair enough.
Shout out whoever listening, watching, whatever. If somebody can't cook cornbread, don't eat their food. That is it. Like you can't.
What if they just have never cooked cornbread before? It's just not on their
menu. They don't say you can cook. It's It's a staple. You can't. It's like no, you can't. No cornbread. Yes. And I've been to a couple barbecue spots in Cleveland. I ain't gonna say no names where the barbecue was very dry.
There's just some things that you should only eat homemade. Yeah. And I'm like, mac is on that list for me. I try it sometimes. I was surprised today.
How do you like your mac? Do you like when I got okay?
I like my mama's mac.
You like it wet? I knew it when I said it, but that's what it is.
Moist.
I don't like moist. No, it's a whole internet debate about the word moist. We're not gonna go down that road. But do you like it like creamy and macaroni and you used to stir it? It sounds like Niagara Falls, or do you like it like the thick, firm, where it's like, okay, this is a meal by itself?
Like the ones you square off.
Yeah, like we cut it like lasagna type.
I kind of like it when it's in the pan baked and squared off. I'm not saying the other kind is bad, but I like how my mom make it.
Man, I said everybody got their bias like with that. Like I like it creamy, but then also have variations because I'll be like going to like different gourmet keyword. Their definition of gourmet macaroni places where they're like, oh, bacon and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think to fit this in macaroni, but then I see like the TikTok videos. Breadcrumbs aren't easy in macaroni, but gotta do it if you're done right. But I seen somebody hit raisins, celery.
I screamed when I saw that video.
I didn't think it was real until I like seen it in a real life event where I went to like a bank, somebody like a potluck, and somebody actually made macaroni with like vegetables in it, and I was like,
"What is wrong with you?"
I seen peas once, and I was like, don't try to make macaroni and cheese into a casserole type thing.
I saw this one video of this lady making mac and cheese, and she used like 3 different shapes of mac. She used like the American cheese squares, threw those in there. She used the leftover squares from the charcuterie board.
What? She made the hobo mac and cheese.
It sounds like.
Hey man.
And she acted like she was really doing something with it.
Do what you gotta do to make your mac and cheese, but I ain't never struggled that bad. I go to Dollar Tree, got shredded cheese.
Literally get the boxes at that point.
They got little packets of Velveeta you can get. No. Oh.
I think she threw some Velveeta in there too.
Are you a Velveeta fan in mac and cheese, or do you prefer no Velveeta?
I don't think it tastes bad, but if we're talking about homemade, let's skip it.
I went down south for my like a family funeral, and like one of my great aunts, she was like 80, was like cooking, and she was like making mac and cheese. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. How long is this gonna take? She's like 4 hours. I was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah. I was like, it's 8 a.m. She was like, yeah, it'll be done by 3. I was like, 3? I was like, you adding time? She just looked at me and was like, it gonna be like, we gonna eat at 5.
That's how you know it's good mac.
Man, I was mad. I was like, what am I supposed to eat till then? She was like,
nothing.
She told me to just get out the kitchen.
Starve.
Yeah. And then I heard like a bunch of stories about how she was like super strict. Like she made great food, but she'll make you cut a switch if you touch the food early. I was like, oh,
that's fair. I feel like
I was about to sneak some food too. I was like, I'm grown, but I don't want to have to go get a switch and get whipped with a switch.
That's whoever is in charge of like the big dinners. Mm-hmm. I feel like they're all like that. Get the fuck out of the kitchen.
You know, I never understand why they let people they don't know can't cook do anything. I'm sorry, you can't get ice. If you can't cook, don't ask to do nothing. You know your place in the cookout. Like that's Kenzo. If I have an anime cookout,
you're supposed to bring liquor if you can't cook.
No, because them people drink too much. Generally, it's a weird because they gotta drink the pain that they can't cook. If I have an anime cookout, do not come to my cookout if you can't cook and ask her to bring something. Because you bring some BS, we will roast you. I'm sorry.
Bring the liquor.
Drink responsibly. I say that. Drink responsibly. Bring sake because I'm getting into my sake phase.
There's some good flavors out there.
Yes, and also like I recently had some exotic ones. Like I had lemon, citrus. It's amazing. I still have not drunken the different plum sakes yet. People keep telling me to do it. No,
unless you like bitter type liquors, then you'd like it. I tried it and I was just like, oh.
Wait, you had bitter? Mine was sweet. It's different plum on apparent, different plum sakes and all like that.
And I have a sweet tooth, so it might have been sweet to others. To me, it was like, like I like sweet wine. So.
Do you drink sake warm or cold?
Cold. All liquor cold.
Cause I got like a bunch of sake I just got out of my storage, and it's like
I'm down though.
it said drink room temperature, cause like you can drink either or.
You said the same thing about wine. Ugh.
Okay, I'm weird. I like my wine warm. That's why people think I'm a vampire. Like people like, oh, you drinking warm? Like I remember one time.
That's how you're supposed to drink it.
I got cussed out by like this at a wine tasting. He was like, it's supposed to be chilled. I was like, no, it's not really warm.
You might want to move your mic over just a little bit. I feel like your chin is like bumping it.
I have facial hair. That's the other problem. Sorry for the technical difficulties right now. Okay.
Cool.
You gotta make sure my beat. That's why I'm gotta cut this because I'm scared. I want to let it grow out. I want the Gandalf beard, but you know, this mic had to get clipped to my facial hair. It do blend in perfectly though from the sample. But yeah.
That's good.
What else am I working on? Oh, I'm sorry. This is where I'm not good at promotion. I'm sorry. I'm new at this.
Yeah, we'll put all your information in the bottom about your events.
Yeah, I'm not a basement dweller, but I'm enjoy the moment. I have a company that I run called Shadow Moon Creation, where I do make content in photography. I'm decent. Yeah.
He's a good photographer.
I'm good. I'm not horrible. I gotta stay humble.
Okay, yes, but promote yourself.
I know. See, this is the problem. I'm humble. Okay, this is a conversation.
Like, I'm okay, I guess.
This is a conversation.
Yes.
We're building a business because this is your business, correct? How do you stay humble? See, I have to tell myself I'm decent, even though I know I'm better than most. But I have to say that to stay humble. How do you keep yourself humble and not just be like, I'm better than, and start saying names like I'm better than this, and be like, check me out.
You say you're better than this, and then you laugh after, and we all laugh together.
Whatever is true.
But I'm so serious.
Yes, that's what my rule is. I let my work speak for itself. Because like people can say whatever, but then it's like, yo, y'all know I'm good at what I do. Like I was at Fan Expo. I got some really good interviews. Helped out some people because that's just what I do. Shout out to Fan Expo. It actually was a pretty good event. And
that's nice.
Yes, met the voice actor for Dora the Explorer. She was really nice.
What?
The original one. Like she's really nice.
Huh.
Taller than I thought. Like I thought she was like 5 foot. No, she's taller. I was like, oh. I was like, man.
Do you know about the one? She's a cosplayer that cosplays as Dora, and
I'm untapped with the cosplay community. I need to get back into it though.
She's so funny.
I got a video of. I'm bad with names. I apologize. This is why.
It's okay. I remember nobody.
No, this is why I don't. When people are like, what anime you watch? I'm like, see, this is a problem. Because some people say
I have a physical list in my phone because I don't remember names real.
Again, this is where the whole word nerd community get confusing. Because then you got people who will say the Japanese name because they think they're cool, and you be like, sir, it has what's the Crunchyroll name?
Right.
And then they'll say that. I'm like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. I'm like, or my number one thing is describe the main character. So I was like, yay. Driven crazy. Shout out to Crunchyroll because they offered to sponsor possibly the anime club, so I gotta reach out to them. That's my hope. I have to respond to their email because again,
I hope that's dope.
I use them like I already have them. They was like, oh yeah, you should respond back to our emails. And I was like, oh,
yeah, you definitely should do that.
Yeah, because now I guess I can officially since I'm here. I'm speaking into life. I'm giving it life by saying words.
Yeah, I can't afford another subscription.
Dude, that's a whole battle because I haven't watched X-Men '97 yet because of that. And people keep posting goddamn spoilers. Yo, fuck y'all spoiler people. And if you didn't know how that Cyclops it has good moments, you need to go read a book. Read, motherfuckers, read. No, because I've been reading about Cyclops since I was a kid. Before I got into manga and that whole other side of the world, I was all American. Cartoons, comics, graphic novels. Yay, Frank Miller, shout out. and all Spike Lee. No, not Spike Lee. No, also Spike Lee and Stanley. All of these. That's what I was into. So Cyclops been doing cool shit.
Yeah.
He just also I was about to say he's human. Then I realized from the whole concept that he's a mutant is kind of an insult. He's a mutant, but he has his flaws. He ain't shit though. Like I will. Cyclops has his ain't shit moments.
I like Quicksilver. He's my favorite.
Quicksilver's hilarious.
He's exactly.
Wait, which Quicksilver? Because
I knew that question was coming.
Yeah, you know what's coming. You
said because
you know which Quicksilver we don't talk about.
I know exactly which Quicksilver we don't talk about. He's not my favorite.
Oh, I'm not talking movies. The comic book, you know, that whole era of close siblings. That was.
So we don't talk about that.
Okay, we're not. Okay, we gonna leave that. We gonna leave that in shadows.
I like. Not the most recent Quicksilver. I'm trying to think about which movie, because I'm talking about the live action movie. But it's not the dude that has been in
Kick-Ass. Peter Evans. For First Class, younger.
Like I said, I don't know names.
Was he funny?
Huh?
Was he funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably Peter Evans from the First Class,
okay.
The younger version. Yeah, with the whole speed montage and stuff like that. When he caught the dog and stuff like that. Yeah, he's cool. I didn't know how long I've been following him as an actor because he's amazing. Like, because I watched Never Back Down, and it did click till recently. Somebody did a montage and it was him. And I was like, I knew I liked that character for a reason. He's a fucking amazing actor. Like for people who don't know, he's in American Horror Story, stuff like that. He played.
That's what I was trying to say, American Horror Story, because he did amazing in American Horror Story.
Also did the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff, which is all through the same people. FX, shout out to FX. Tag him in this. Yeah, he's
phenomenally filmed, but I feel like they eased it up a little bit for the masses.
Yeah. Cause my brother, like, again, weird note. I had a weird childhood. Don't judge me, internet. Don't judge me. So my brother is older than me. So like when I was like in, I guess, elementary school, he had to do a book report on serial killers. So I was like, oh, what's this book? He was like, oh, I gotta do a book report, and it was like top serial killers, and then Jeffrey Dahmer was in there, except. I didn't know. I started reading like, oh, this dude's weird and creepy, but it had the actual crime scene photos.
Details.
Yes. So when the show came out, I already knew because again, as a little person, as a young man, I just read about this crazy white dude that was killing black people, and getting away with it. And then they had to act like I actually like the stuff they didn't show in the show. Spoilers. Like I'm talking real life. Like I seen the picture, like how the crime scene photo of the refrigerator. Yeah, he really had the head. No, it was weird because it was like an old school refrigerator. 3 shelves. The top shelf, he had jars. You could see 8 body parts in there. Then he had the dude head with his hands crossed in front of it like this, and I was like, oh. Then it was a foot, and I was like, and I was telling my brother, I was like, why? And this says he got it from the library. Like, why is this in public knowledge? In this book, nobody thought, hey, maybe family, because I'm like, you can and then it said the victim's name. I was like, why? But then
it's public information at this point.
Yeah, but then because again I was a weird kid. Yes, a shout out to me being a weird kid all my life. I now watched The Cure at 5, so I know what gore was. So my definition of gore, I finished the whole goddamn book, and I was like, they soft. That's when I developed that I have a thing with serial killers. Like y'all soft.
I am into true crime. Like I liked informational videos about serial killers, and then my friend got me into podcasts. Woo! Man.
Who you listen to?
So I finished Crime Junkie, all of theirs. I finished, was it Military Murder?
Whoa. You gotta let me know. You gotta tell, what is that about? Give a quick.
So it only focuses on killers that were in the military, or
Isn't that a contradiction? Technically, isn't that like a technical requirement?
No, but it's like serial killers, and then
like they kill civilians.
Yeah, or like military that got killed by. It's not like they were at war in that much. It's like
I accidentally shot him.
No, it's more like this one military dude killed a whole family, and that's it. It tells the backroom story about that.
Wait.
No, there's a whole podcast. That's how many murderers are in the military.
Did the dude step on his lawn and he just snapped, saying the whole family gotta go?
There was a little episode where this dude massacred like a whole family because he was jealous of, and the family was his friend. It was friend in his family.
See, this is why I have trust issues.
But it's the concept of the podcast that it only focuses on people that were in the military. So murderers from the military, which there's a lot of serial killers with military background, and military people that have had that tragic death.
See, and that brings up a great question.
Yeah.
About, podcasting. Like me, I'm getting more into like the more I get more better at my job. Like, okay, the research part. Yo, the fact that you can make a podcast means you at least plan to do this for 5 years, which means it has to be that many serious.
So she talked about that, whereas she didn't think it was gonna last that long, but she has yet to run out of content.
And that's where I'm like, when shout out, I'm gonna start a podcast because again, why not? You should do
Absolutely.
that.
If you're into it.
And then but I'm also scary because I'm super OCD when it comes to research. So I'm like, I'm gonna get all the details, even though I have to travel down to Alabama or anywhere.
That's how they do
like
it.
I'm going to the hometown. I want to interview the family. Like, yo, so, I have non-sensitive questions. I'll just blurt out like, so why you kill a dog, man? Like, dog ain't do nothing to him. Like, wait, what? Like that is a hypothetical.
A lot of serial killers don't kill the dog. They let the dog go and just like. Yeah, some do though.
People,
a lot of them just.
Yeah. Personal insane. People thought I was a serial killer growing up as a kid because I was like, I like animals more than people. And it was like, wow. And they were like, that's kind of weird. And then I was like, no, I really do. It was like, so a person got hit by a car or a dog got hit by a car. Who would you say first? I was like, I wouldn't even acknowledge the person as a kid. I'd be like, that dog. I'm like, somebody gonna help the person or he'll be all right. If you can moan, you can survive. That's
rule. Literally the opposite of what leans toward what makes someone a serial killer. If you care less about animals, then you're more likely to be a serial killer.
But there's different types of serial killers. Like as a kid, I wrote a whole short story which got me in trouble with my school.
Dear God.
Because I was like, what if this is fictional. I was like, what if I decided to make an organization that controls serial killers? And I was like, nah, like a secret organization, like the government pay me to keep them in line. And it's like a Illuminati organization. And I was like, and I wrote a whole story. My teacher read it and was like, no, you cannot have this as your state of mind. Because if you write, she was like, I don't want to report you to the counselor.
Jesus Christ!
It got really detailed and I was mad.
But like that sounds like it would be a good like movie or series. But they took it like a whole other way.
I was a young black kid, and don't forget.
Jesus Christ.
Again, Columbine and all these other school shootings. So when you start going details about controlling serial killers and mass murder and justifying and rationalizing, making it be like, oh no, it could be like trimming the fat of society, getting rid of undesirable. Teacher was like, nah, sir. I'm like,
getting rid of undesirable.
Because
my God.
may or may not have said that to somebody in school who tried to bully me. And
the vocabulary there.
I meant it though. Like, don't play with me. Bullies are horrible. Don't be a bully. Bullies should be punched in the mouth and then ask afterwards, what did you learn? And then they keep getting punched. Like, until you learn your lesson. And that's like, hey, correct course. Because I don't. The fact that bullying is still a thing nowadays, I don't understand it.
I don't get it either. Why do you care that much?
Like, go, you know. And then the fact that
those are the people that are absolutely miserable.
Yeah. Pause. So, for any reasons. That is why this whole new awakening of anime watchers, like after COVID and all like that, made me so mad. Because again, I've seen so many people watch anime, going to conventions that
it's cool being a nerd now.
Gave me hell. Yeah. That I was like, where it was like they just don't know. I was in the principal office and the principal like, don't do it, Aaron. I was like, what do you mean? They was like, we know what you was about to do to him. I was like, explain. And they just was like, open the drawer. I'm not gonna say. It was like, what is this? I say, that's not mine. They was like, it's cameras in the school. Like, I didn't do it. And I was like, you can't prove it. And he didn't. Because again, co-op, sneaky mode. He couldn't find none of that, and that was a weird part of our school. Like people try to bully me. It stopped fast because I was cool with all the gang members in school. Like this, no, this is the weird otaku moment. So I was a weird. If you don't know me, you gonna learn this. I like kangaroos. Marsupials were like gang. So I'm not scared to mention this to people. So people be like, Aaron, you the weird kangaroo dude all my life. I don't care. I rep my animal, spirit animal today I die. I'm going to Australia one day. Kangaroos will ball your asses. Just so you know. Don't quit trying to fight kangaroos. It's going to end badly. But yeah, so do people... So like, yes, very badly. Very bad. And they'll choke you out. But yeah, so people try to bully me because I watch anime, listen to death metal, hung out with my best friend Kai. Shout out to Kai. Now I'm over fucking 20 years, you old bastard. And people try to bully us, you know, call us gay or whatever because we watch anime. Also, he read a lot of shoujo and like Tokyo Pop. I didn't understand D and Angel. That shit I still don't understand D and Angel to this day.
Yeah, I've watched it.
Yeah, so you can imagine in middle school.
You got bullied the fuck out of him.
No, they wouldn't bully him because he was in the special classes. Because he was emotionally disturbed. And I was like, he's not emotionally disturbed. He just smacked a motherfucker. That's not... But then, you know, he wouldn't stop. He'd beat you with a chair afterwards. And I understood that. Maybe a little excessive. But you know what? You had to earn that. So then people would try to bully me, like, oh, you weird, and this and that. And then I was chubby kid. Shout out to the Huskies. But you know, I was strong. That was one place sports. But anyway. So then they would try to bully me. And then I remember one day I was sitting with a dude in class. He was Dominican black. Shout out to Zach. And he was like, Aaron, you crazy as hell. Like, but I respect you because you were a killer. Like, if it came to it, you would kill everybody in here and walk out like it didn't happen. I was like, thank you.
Not really a compliment, but I get what you're trying to do there.
I was like, you get me a little bit. You went a little off road, but you at least get me. But he was cool as hell, and then he was a Crip and like red flag straight from LA. So he was like, anybody else you want to shoot him? I thought he was playing. I said, so because me and him used to talk about because he got stabbed a lot. He's like, yeah, because he was like, he's Dominican, so he's like, I got stabbed, I Latin King, and all this other shit. I was like, he's like, that's why I'm here because my parents want me to move here. So he's flagging everything, and I'm just like, oh cool. So my crazy ass, shout out to being insane. I was like, hey, you rip that like how I rip my kangaroos again. I was like, cause it's for life. Like, it's for life. Like, after I learned about, I claimed kangaroos at 5. I ripped that game. Same way some people rip. I fight about it. I ain't fought people about it. I ain't threatened cops about it. It's ridiculous. It's a long story. So then one day he was like, Aaron, you want to see something cool? And I was like, yeah, what? And he spit a bullet out of his mouth. Now I was like, what the hell? Then he spit out a razor blade, really? Cause he's like, yeah, I do this.
He hides.
Yes, he was about that life. I was like, oh, you really are about that life. And I was like, then I had a weird epiphany at that moment. I said, wait, I get along with the dude that's literally spits razor blades. Anime. I was like, oh, that's cool. But I didn't think that wrong. And then he was like, hey, you want to see some really cool? And he pulled out a gun. I was like, how the fuck you get that past metal detectors? He's like, don't ask questions. I was like, right. He's like, and then he put it away. I was like, eh. And then afterwards, people was like, why didn't you tell the teacher you had a gun? I was like,
that's your homie.
I was like, I wasn't getting shot. I knew I was safe. Why would I tell? What? Didn't give him, like, I'm not gonna give him a reason. And again, I don't like humans, and I got better. I like humans more. Shout out to you humans. I like you more now.
Fuck y'all.
No, I'm at 80%. I believe, I want to hit the red button to get rid of Earth. Now,
I would.
No, it's some of y'all good.
You don't even have to explain it. Put the red button in front of me. But what's going on?
I can't because One Piece not done. I can't destroy the world till One Piece finish. What? Hey, we lost too many great manga artists that I'm mad about. That I need. I didn't read One Piece, but now I'm like, all right, I gotta see One Piece. Let One Piece at least finish before the world just gets destroyed. But yeah,
I don't think it's gonna finish.
It's gonna has to finish.
Does it? I think it's just gonna keep going, and it's not gonna.
He say he got a backup plan in case he passed away for you to finish it.
I feel like all artists should do that. If they're a big artist and they're doing a series, they should always have a backup, a continuation, or something.
Yes, yeah. Because speaking of, My Heroes supposedly keep reading the reviews, and on YouTube, it's probably gonna wrap up within the next year or two.
Which I have mixed feelings about shows when they come to an end, because if it's really good, you want a good ending, but you also don't want it to end.
Yeah, and that's why, like, again, as the 32-year-old anime fan, I hate you younger people because y'all getting spoiled. Like, y'all get continuations. We grew up with you.
You
Don't
get
know.
one series.
You
One
don't.
series.
The only way you know it was canceled
canceled.
is Toonami. You found out after 5 years, like, yo, when we gonna get a season? And then you read in a magazine or somewhere, then the voice actor be like, oh no, that's canceled. And then you like, you sons of bitches.
Like that one anime, what was it High School of the Dead or something?
Man, yes. Man,
We've been waiting for a continuation since forever. Isn't that?
It's dead, literally.
Dead, yeah.
The dude who created it also died. Shout out to him, R.I.P. Yo,
I feel like that's one anime we can all agree that we wanted at least one more season.
yes. Shout out to titties and fan service.
No.
Fan service is hey, that's how fan service keeps this industry alive. Why you like fan service? And at least it's a lot more balanced nowadays. It's both male and female fan service. Like, goddamn.
If there's an anime with too much fan service, I'm over it.
So
Like, one anime that I just can't get through is Food Wars.
Yo, Food Wars. I've never watched. I watched like clips of it, and I was like, I want to try the food. I've never had. I want to have an orgasm eating goddamn food. Like, can you imagine? You like, yo, try this mac and cheese, and you just like, yo.
I'm never eating again in a public place if that's something that happens.
You may be a little, but it's worth it. It's like you walk home with your shoes squeaking. Like,
I can't. It's so much, and I can't handle it.
Yo,
it's not entertaining.
There's an anime that I gotta look up that people have been posting clips of like I guess it's a detective one, and they're fighting with masturbation. They're shooting their sperms at each other, and I was like, this can't be real.
I refuse.
Then I looked it up. I was like, oh, this is a real fucking show, and I was like, yo, shout out to the creativity that nowadays. It's like they open the floodgates. Before we barely got anything. Now they animate. It was ridiculous because I was like, because they didn't show it, but you just see them like their hands.
Of course they blur it out.
No, they didn't actually show. You just see like, what is he doing? And everybody watching like, what is he doing? No, what really? And then he actually hit the dude, and it was like they actually showed like the sperm, like the little animated sperm. I was like, yo, like bullets. I was like, yo, anime. Thanks you for being weird. So now there's any possibilities.
Like, those are the type of animes that other shows make fun of anime for.
Yes.
Like, I saw one of those by accident because you know how Hulu, once you finish something, it just plays some random something afterwards?
Oh, no.
It threw something at me. And at first, I thought it was like one of those normal fantasy anime in a fantasy world of like young little fantasy fairy girls.
Be careful with that nowadays.
Yeah, but as I'm watching it, all of a sudden their island's getting attacked, and I'm like, okay, there's war. Listening, watching, and then they're like, the little girls are like, okay, we have to fight the enemies.
Oh no!
And then it pans over to battleships, and I'm like,
oh no.
Okay, I thought this was fairy tale, but I continued watching, and then this little girl jumps onto the ship, and then it starts glowing.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
And then they combine with
the ship.
Oh. So the enemy, naturally, they combine with planes.
Oh, okay, this is escalating. Oh no, you didn't know. You didn't click on it, so you're just like, what am I watching?
Yes, I'm just like, what the fuck is
this? But you can't look away like, okay, this is escalating, but how far will it go? Who won though?
I didn't get through it, and it got lost. It didn't save to my Hulu at all. I can't even tell you the name of it.
It's probably somewhere. I hate when that happens. Like or you cue something in it, the system undoes it, and you're like, yo, I know I watched 8 episodes. Why is it recommending me something? Or you finish something, it's like, it's recommended again. Like, I finished this one.
Yes, like Hulu will literally randomly play stuff, and I'm like, I have a list of things that are unfinished that you could literally cue next. No. But you want to throw this shit.
No promo.
Oh, and I'm like, these are the type of anime that they be making fun of us for watching.
Or they're the ones that come on at the wrong moment. You like watching Slice of Life. It's about love story. You like, yay! You go get some food.
They make.
You come back. Your roommate knock on the door. Open the door, just ass cheeks, and you just like, hey, it's not what you think. I'm not watching perverted stuff.
Oh, just the audio alone. Watching almost any anime. Little girl be excited.
Oh yeah. Or like,
I'm scared.
or like, oh yeah,
Sounds
or it's a
like
wholesome,
porn.
it's a wholesome moment, and somebody's like, yo, what's all that? Come in the room like, why is that old man got that little girl in her lap? Like, listen here, it's an adoption story. It's not creepy. It's just high pitched. It's not what you think.
Or it's like, first of all, she's a fairy. She's actually 1,000
Yes.
years old.
Oh, yeah.
And she's in a child's body, and he is younger than her,
Yeah.
but he's in an old man's body
Like,
because
wait,
he's human.
No, she got cursed. You see, she was mean to this girl and got cursed.
Oh my
So now
God.
she's back to being in high school, but that's her husband. So now they're working together to solve the mystery. And it's like, nah, man.
I just don't explain it. I'm just like, just please leave, so I can enjoy my shit.
That's like I'll be telling people like newer people who went to anime or younger than us. They'd be like, yo, it's a whole trial and tribulation. Like, you know what? But then I feel weird because they be trying to treat me like I'm the old otaku. Oh, he just old man. Like he trying to tell me how it was. I'm like, listen here. Certain things are true about being in the anime community. One, you gonna be heartbroken. Anime you love ain't gonna never get finished.
Never.
Gonna break your heart. They gonna cancel it, or they gonna do a bad adaptation, which has happened a lot. Like I'm still mad about it. Yu Yu Hakusho. Netflix. We're gonna have. Let me scoot back in. I went out. I got so mad. I went out of frame, out of anger, put out of natural. We gonna time to talk about Netflix and that. So Netflix is doing a thing I'm noticing. You will know what shows they're backing by right out to get a second season within 3 episodes. One Piece renewed. One Piece.
I got one that pissed me the fuck off.
Avatar.
7.
Oh, the new one. Oh, that should never. Nobody wanted that. Even Fan 7 Deadly Sins said no. I went to like conventions. Actually, like, yo, did y'all ask for that? They was like, no. It was a whole panel of like, we didn't ask for this.
The fucking animation was so horrible and cheap. Oh my God.
They cut corners.
They cut all the corners.
Yeah. Like who? Like they did that in Jujutsu Kaisen. Like people was roasting like some of the bigger fight scenes where it was like, do you want this scene had to be ridiculous? This scene, one of these scenes gonna have to take a hit. The budget says we threw it. The appetizer's gonna be trash. It's like yo, it's like you go to a party and like yo, we got steak and everything, but we got PB&J for the appetizers. I'm sorry, we put all the money in the steak. You want the main course or you want the bullshit? And in fact, people actually sit and be like and make fun of that or pick at that up. Like, yo, go sit.
You can't pick at everything,
like, so
or you just won't enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm like 10% it's 10% episode. Let it go. And it was like maybe 10 seconds total. You freeze frame zoomed in. Oh no. Roommate called me. See, also anime problems. People interrupt you while you're watching, which is a thing I get.
People will get murdered.
See.
No, one thing I always try to ignore in animes, but I always notice it. Like, let's say there's a big fight in the middle of a huge city. There's nobody. Nobody's ever in the middle of Japan, ever in these animations. I get it.
No, I love that nowadays. They changed that. They was like, nah. Attack on Titans, I guess y'all decided to let people to be collateral now. Like, oh yeah, Aaron was right. As a fellow Aaron, just spelled differently. So Aaron adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
He did nothing wrong. He actually was soft. He should have did way worse.
Yikes.
I'm sorry. Once I learned what happened, I was like, I said that. I was like, oh, I'm like, oh, his name Aaron? Oh no, they all gotta go. I was never a fan of Levi. I hated him until like the final season. I didn't understand him. I was like, I don't care.
I thought he was badass.
He was a bitch to me. I was like, you still a bitch. I was like, you can be badass and a bitch. History.
Can you?
Yes, history is plenty of people who are badass and bitches. Where it's like, man, you saved people, but you an arrogant asshole. Like by the final, like towards the final season, I got the full arc. I was like, okay, you not a bitch. You annoying, but you about that life. You just super determined.
He's just emo. He's just a little edgy.
As a petty Capricorn, some of the shit he did to people, Aaron specifically, I'm not forgiving that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about clairvoyance. I can't forgive the bigger picture. You kicked me in the face. You demean. No, in public, like my grandkids, if I had someone know about that, like yeah, back Uncle Eli kicked your father in the face.
Hey, but he could kick most people in the face.
Yeah. Also, you people who awakened y'all king through Attack on Titan.
Oh,
y'all
people
sick.
did that.
Y'all sick. Yeah, for Levi want to get beat on and tied up. I met a few women that and guys that were into that. Like, he can do that to me anytime. I'm like, you're not even gonna, you die. The moral of the story is you die because you're Titan, which is sad. Why is that an anime trope? You get these cool abilities, but your life is short, or you're not gonna make it to 50 because there's like.
I do hate that. I'm just like, I want them to live, bro.
But I guess that's part of it. Like right now, my friend like, what powers do you want? I'm like, I don't know. I gotta think real hard, like based upon society. Like right now, I would not want to be a mutant because I know I'm to like destroy like 90% of civilization because they can come for me. They gonna try to lock me up in the lab. Like I couldn't be a Kryptonian or saying you gonna have to kill everybody. Like
I'd like to be able to instantly like transport to wherever I want to do. That'll save me on some plane tickets.
How much money you gonna make as a business though?
See, I think about it, then I don't really want to be known like that.
You think people ain't gonna notice you hopping around like? Look how you're dressed. They gonna be like, where that cute girl come from? Wait, where did she go? You gonna be just teleported everywhere. You gonna be a pope. You gonna be the.
Hey, where'd you come from? Have a good day.
And you know you're gonna be paid. Somebody like, I'll give you $1 billion if you assassinate somebody. You know you're gonna do it.
No, I really wouldn't.
That's like.
They can give me money to prank someone. I'll prank someone, but murder is a little far.
So how do you feel about people who choose to like have like manipulation powers? Do you give them? Because I learned like nowadays too, a lot more people dirty look like when they're like, oh, telekinesis or manipulation or persuasion. They're like, why do you want that?
Yeah, you want to control people. That's fucking weird.
I'm like, why you choose that right off the bat? Like,
I will look at someone sideways if they just said it. I'll be like,
I'm fine with you being a villain. If you're gonna be a villain, just say you're a villain. Like,
I wouldn't even. I'm definitely not a hero. But I'm not a villain. I'm doing this shit for myself. Ooh, I also thought my second choice would be like the ability to like solve unsolvable cases. I can make bank off that.
Oh, like case closed and stuff like that.
Yeah, like be able to call them as like, hey, if you look in this place and this place, you'll find this, and that'll solve your case.
Okay, they really gonna think you're psychic, or you wouldn't know it though.
I'm gonna claim to be psychic.
You're gonna do psychic and be like, I have powers.
Yeah. But I can't say that off rip, or they'll be like, yeah, this bitch is crazy, wasting our time.
Or they gonna like.
But I wouldn't call the police though. I would call one of these podcasts and be like, "What do you got to lose?"
Or you just start a podcast, and be like.
I would not start a podcast because I don't want the universe to know me.
That's why I could like if I had shapeshift abilities, because that's my number one thing. Like,
yeah.
I'd be perfectly fine turning to a kangaroo or like beast. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
Or talking to animals. I'll make much money.
That's cool.
I'll have a whole podcast and be like, well, my podcast is Rue's course, so I'll just be a kangaroo talking like, come and see me like.
Not two animals in the video, and then there's just like.
Oh no.
Subtitles.
Listen here. Shout out to the furry community. I did not know how much money y'all throwing out here in this world.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know y'all had bank like this. Like.
But only the people that are into the costumes.
It's a lot more than I thought. I went to Fan Expo and I seen a lot of people saying they dropped 10, 20 grand on an outfit, and I'm just sitting here like, yo, you can get a house, you can get a car, you can live somewhere.
That's their house. That's their car, bro. They live in that bitch.
Maybe just because I come from poverty and I just hear my mom's voice in the back of my head saying, "Boy, what the fuck."
They can afford to express themselves in these ways.
Yeah, but yeah, like fursuits are amazing though. I was like, plus because I'm into like bloody roars, animal shit like that, and shape shifting. And it's like my favorite. Werewolves are my favorite genre. That's my whole life. Are you a furry? Are you a furry? Aaron, you sound like a furry. And I'm like,
I get that all the time, and I'm like, not the way y'all see furries. No.
And that's another thing. I want to go to a furry convention because it looks fun.
Like
they party hard. I don't know. I didn't know they party hard.
I find other furries so cringy. So, like I admire the work that is put into their costumes and shit. And that's about as far as I go for real. Once it comes into like getting into character and shit, I'm like, y'all got it.
I want to interview them. That's the thing, though. I just want to, because I'm getting into I want to try to film documentary.
I don't want to see me interviewing.
Oh no, I'm gonna say, yo, I just want to be like, not because I like Dateline, like I grew up watching those shows, and so I just like investigative report. I kind of want to just be like, go in there and be like, so how far, and blur people out and have like through the shadow, you just see the silhouette of the fur guy, and he's just like,
and the voice changer.
yeah, he just,
oh shit, we're out of power.
Well, at least the light didn't change. Yay. The lighting is not horrible.
The lighting is not bad. Technically, I could have just used that. Sorry, guys.
Technical
difficulties.
That's how you know it's authentic. You see good.
Fuck.
But yeah.
That's so bright.
But yeah, that's how I want to go. Cause I've been offered to go to them, and I'm like, wait, y'all really be having orgies? And
yep.
They're like, yeah. I'm like, we washed your suits, and I'm like,
wait. That wasn't a question. They just offered that information.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't think you. I knew some of you didn't because you heard nasty horror stories, but I was like, yo. I was like, but I want to go. Like, that's like my whole goal is also to go. Like, I've reached out to a lot more people to like go to different type of conventions. Like,
that's cool.
I mean, actually, I want to start going to a couple kink conventions.
I want to check out the kink conventions.
Like Frolic Con in Atlanta. I miss it every year, but they talk about that's really good and stuff like that. Just go down there. Cause I got a paddle.
Oh, real quick, because this is something that pisses me off. Mm-hmm. It's gonna round back to anime, but I'm gonna forget, so I just want to say it now. When someone tries to, you know, when it comes to characters, we just talked about how it's like, oh, it looks like a little child, but she's like 1,000 years old, and then people are like. And they're with like some guy that looks like 25 or 30, and they're like, that's a pedophile. Ooh. Not everything. But yeah, no, I don't like that argument because I don't actually have an argument for that.
See, at first, like, because again, I aspire to be a writer, fully one day. So I wrote a story like that. And I made a whole premise. I wrote this literally as a senior high school, and I still got it. I let my friends read it and fuck with them because I was like, "Yo, this is crazy shit I write." It's literally just about a dude who went to jail and he's a sex offender because of that. Because literally he was dating an elf, and like if he cursed like all, and she was 1,000 years old, but everybody thought it was something that it was like, no, she's like a kid, and he literally got charged and everything. Because I was like, because my teacher challenged me, she's like, write something that nobody else would write. So I wrote that. I didn't show her that. I just wrote it and let my friends read it, and it was like, it's something fucking wrong with you, man. Why did you go so deep into this and think out of like, but it makes sense. It's like, I was like, cuz that just sounds like a fucked up situation. Like, no, it's not what you think. And it's like, but it's like society, like, and then
because they tried to attach our real life rules to a cartoon.
Yeah.
And you can't do that, or you make it weird and you're making it hard to enjoy.
Yeah, it's like, okay. And then and that's another thing about watching anime gets annoying. Like, alright, I actually watched this, but a lot of people don't watch the first episode. They may catch you watching something. So it's like, no, there's a whole premise to this, and they just walk.
Yeah, it's like the whole explanation.
Or like nowadays, you find out that, you know, some of these writers and manga creators are actual pedophiles, which is a whole other thing where it's like, I defended you for years, you son of a bitch. I told, no, it's deeper than that. No, he wrote it, it makes sense. No, you nasty motherfucker. And you just sitting here like, you son of a bitch. Why you, like, don't be the Asian trouble of the herd. It's fun though. Which also ties in that, yo, dating as a nerd is annoying, which is a whole nother battle. Cause here's the thing, people say don't judge me on what I watch, but let's be honest, you judge people on what they watch.
For sure. And I judge their opinions.
Yeah, like we don't have to agree, we can watch different stuff.
Absolutely.
But if you motherfucking say to me, I'm looking to the camera, if you say to me Griffith did nothing wrong, I'm gonna sacrifice you. I'm gonna debate it. I'm gonna be sitting here, you're gonna see me cutting a steak and give you the dirtiest look like I can stab you with this. Like Griffith did everything.
If your top number one anime is Dragon Ball.
Wait, no, I can't.
Top number one. The best of all animes.
That's based upon people. Okay, if you say Dragon Ball is your number one, but you don't have any critiques that say it's perfect, you trash. Then you clip you on nostalgia, you smoking something. Like,
because I will never say it's a bad anime, but there's so any better anime out there.
Yes, it's even like Dragon Ball Universe. So I never watched Dragon Ball Z growing up. I've seen episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I know the theme song. It was fire, but I didn't watch it because I thought like literally I hated the first episode I watched was when Vegeta got beat up, and I was like, "Wow, this dude's trash. He getting his ass beat. I'm not watching this bullshit. Like fuck this." So I went, but I watched Dragon Ball. And I love Dragon Ball. I love that Goku. I don't know what the fuck happened when he got Goku, but then only if I knew. Foreshadowing of what's going to happen in anime, the whole future of anime is bullshit of the character completely changing from a child to an adult where you're like, yo, he didn't keep no morals. He had all these great morals whooping ass and now he just like stupid.
He's literally stupid.
Like, yo, he had a brain. He's like, he only had strategy. Like I got in so many debates in like high school about him and Chi-Chi. I was like, Goku, man. I was like, Goku know what fucking is. He may not got it at first because he focused on fighting, but let's be honest. He got kids. He had to get the concept. He ain't mentally challenged, okay? Okay? Like, goddamn. Yes, he hit his head. He got a little brain damage. But y'all act like the man can't get the man picks up martial arts and fights gods, but he don't get he can't comprehend and give him some head. Like, he didn't know what kissing was. That's also y'all. The fact he didn't know what kissing was. Maybe Chi-Chi called it something else. But also, that's another going back to that whole anime trope thing.
Yeah.
Does that make Chi-Chi a predator for preying on Goku?
But that's why we can't put real life things on anime.
Because she is older than Goku. Yeah, she was older than Goku.
Because then I can't like a lot of characters that I like. Like the main example that so pissed me off. Mm-hmm. From Seven Deadly Sins, I really like Bond. And some dude straight up to my face was like, your favorite character is a pedophile. And I'm like,
he has a complex.
Get the fuck out of my face.
And
let me enjoy my show.
So, shout out to the kink community. There's nothing wrong with having a kink and fetishism. You keep it healthy. Because everybody has their thing, but he's one of my favorite characters.
I don't call my favorite characters pedophiles. They're literally fake characters.
Yes.
And she's a 1,000-year-old fucking fairy girl.
This is weird. It's weird. It's like he's in love, and my thing is
they don't age.
This thing gets me in trouble because I'm like, okay, let's go there. Okay, so you noticed that. So we can talk about all the other shit that happens in that show.
No.
The dungeons, the concept of good versus evil. The main character groups a girl because that's his soulmate. She don't know you.
Again, she does not.
Going back to that trope, how would you feel if some dude came in here and was like, we're soulmates and
beat the fucking shit out of that man.
But then a year later you get your memory, so then do you feel bad? You be like, oh man, I beat up my one true love.
That would be hilarious.
Or you kill him. That's what I'm like, why am I talking about that? Like in anime. Because realistically, if a dude walks up to you or a girl walks up to you and you're
that's why we can't make anime be like anime in real life. It's two very different things.
But I kind of wanted it my whole life. I was like, yo, that sounds. As a kid, I was like, oh, that's what I was like. I'm like, man, that's why I like my fucked up concept of liking somebody. I was like, did she want a girl didn't like me? I'm like, did she like me because of anime? And then people were like, saying stupid shit like, oh yeah, that's why she picked on you because she don't know. That's because she liked you. I was like, well, why can't you just say it? Because I would just say it. I got my heart broken like 3 times as a kid, and it taught me.
You, they bully you, they like you.
Yes, no, because the shit they said, and it kind of built you bitches and shit. That's why I started getting really, because I like rap music, but then I didn't understand Tupac and Snoop Dogg until that happened. Where a girl was like, I don't know, ew. I was like, what the fuck you say? This girl said ew because I was overweight, and she's like, no, you're just flub. I was like, bitch. I had a whole conversation with myself in the bathroom. Like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I was like, I walked to her, I was like, listen here, you flat chested bird, bitch. I don't care. Watch me like that was not nice. You could have just said no.
Yeah. Oh, I'd cry right there and there if I asked someone and they're just like, ew.
Yeah, that's when I started doing it. I was like, all right, I gotta read the situation beforehand. Ew. And then my other curse was all the girls I liked were like in these streets, like getting trains ran on them. I was like, why? And it was again, I felt like an anime character because it was like, oh yeah, I like this girl, and then something horrible happens to her. I'm like, and then they would act like it didn't happen. I'm like, because again, I was a creepy kid of 7th class and just watched everybody. But then I also was a kid everybody got along with because I didn't start nothing. So then I'd just be sitting here chilling, and then my cousins was gang members, and I was cool with people on the team. So then we talk anime like and stuff. So now I'll be sitting there like, oh yeah, guess what I do the weekend? Blah 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 blah. And I'm ignoring it because they get talking graphical shit. I don't care about what you did to a girl. And then I hear her name. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. And they're like, oh, it's a girl that I've been hanging with that I watch anime with. And I'm like, oh, she nasty. Like she like what off your what? Oh no, I can't look at her the same. And then I'll see her right after that, and I'll be like, oh shit, this is awkward. And I'm like, how was your weekend? Being socially polite. And then she's like, oh nothing, I just stayed home. And I'm like, you lying bitch. And then it's like, and then if I'm like, I have a question to ask you, because the rumors spread around school, so I'm like, as your friend, I have to give you the heads up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, did it? No, I'm a virgin. I say, one more time, and I'm like, all right, we playing dumb. And I just say it, and she like cried and was like, why would he tell people? I say, why would you do that, you nasty?
Right, and it's high school.
I'm like, you still chose to do that, you nasty whore. Like, be a whore, but be open about it. Like,
it's the worst finding out someone you got a crush on is a whore.
Or they slept with a girl, like they slept with somebody that you like, I thought you were better than that. Like, I don't want to touch you now. Like, that's like I remember when this girl I liked, she was black, so like the first time I turned her black girl, she goth, looked fat ass beautiful. I was like, oh yay. Then she asked me, like the 3 strikes she had, the first because we was hanging out, this and that, and then I was like, oh, you very beautiful. She's like, oh, you like girls? I said, strike 1 in my head. What the fuck? Why would you assume that? I was like, huh? And then that's when, which is a long line of history of everybody thinking I'm not straight, which is a whole other thing to get into. But yeah, and then it went like downhill from there, and it was like, oh yeah, it's just like, oh, okay, you alternative, you do this and that, and then she didn't find out. She was like, oh, then I found she only date white dudes. But she didn't tell me that. It's just I had to put it together because she only dated white dudes, and I'm cool with everybody. So I didn't know how much she got around, and she like went through almost all the cool, you know, stereotypical fucking CW, fucking blonde hair, blue eye. I was like, you went through all of the 6'5" dudes. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, have some. So I was like, and then I asked her, I was like, do you enjoy it or are you just doing it? And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, because you fucked like 20 people. And she's like, how do you know that? Because I'm like, people like telling me shit, which is a curse. Like, I'll be sitting there like, man, you really cool to do. Oh, you cool with this girl? And then they'd be like, I need this and that. And I'm like, yo, this guy talk. This is the guy talk. They talk about that I don't agree with. Like, all right, cool. Let's build up something. Like, and then there's a weird, and that's a weird moment. I'm like, I don't care what you do. I'm cool with you, but own it. Like, that'd be fucking weird. That's like me. If I went and got.
But it's like high school. It's a weird time. No one wants to actually.
But it still happens as an adult.
People, that's weird.
Like, it's like, cool, you got a sneaky link, but it's obvious. Like, yo, did you sleep with this dude? Like, because then people, I get a debate about that. Like, would you break up with somebody? Like, yes. Because if I ask you straightforward,
fuck yeah.
Like, oh, I don't want you to know. Like, oh, I did this and that. Like, yo, because I'm like, I knew a girl who was about to date my friend, and I was like, hey, what have you done? And he's like, and she like, I feel uncomfortable asking these questions. I said, hey, that's my friend. I care about him. Don't break his heart. And I straight actually like tell him whatever you've done. Because if I find out before, I'm telling him what you done. She's like, whatever. And she blew it off. Come to find out, I ran into her baby daddy. Didn't even know it was baby daddy until he said her name. He showed me a picture. I was like, hey, wait, she's dating my friend. He was like, oh, tell him to break up with her. She a habitual cheater. I was like, wait, what? And he's like, no, she gonna cheat eventually. She can't control it. And I was like, so I told him that. He was like, man, she not gonna cheat. And then she cussed me out.
Yeah, you
like,
can never tell someone that they partner is a cheater
she cheated hard
until they actually cheat.
Like, it was a whole sex tape, and he was like, man, was somebody sent me with? And he was crying. I was like, see, this is why I'm a good friend and bad friend. I was like, man, don't quit crying over this bitch. Like that's why, because I believe sometimes you gotta be blunt. Like, when you get your heart broken, I'm like, I ain't got, cool, I give you time to process, but I'm gonna be straightforward. Like, all right, she cheated, okay.
Told you so.
Like, it's like I told.
I'm sorry, bro, but I told you.
I try not to say that, but I'm like, yo, just move on. I like, cool. Like, my rule is, I give you a week to get the raw emotions out. Then
Jesus Christ, a week?
A week or two, they get past it. Like, my friend, like broke up, and I was like, all right, gave him 2 weeks. He ain't talked to me. He was in the house, booty. And I'm like, all right, sir. Because I'm weird. They're like, Aaron, I'm not like you. I can't just process. I'm like, listen here.
Bruh.
I straight tell people. Before I break up with somebody or I think about it like a year, like way before. I'm like, I don't, like, literally, I'll look you and I was like, while we cuddling and be like, I don't like this bitch no more. But you'll never know it. I'm like, it's time to release it. I'm like an NFL or corporation. It's time to release you.
But that's funny because I feel like between men and women, how we handle our friends' like heartbreaks is completely different.
I had to, you got.
Because we will throw our friend a party. We will be like, bitch, get the fuck out of the house. No. We're going out drinking.
Oh, if you don't like the dude, but if you actually like the dude, then it's like, and that's the weird thing. It's like, wait, what happened? I was actually put together. And then but that's the weird thing. Like I had to learn that, like, what happens when it's your friend that fucked up, and it's like, and you
tell your friend that you fucked up, dude.
Like I remember a couple of my friends cheated, or it was like, I was like, yo, you moving? I was like, don't do that. That's suspicious. That can be interpreted wrong. And it's like, man, like don't. I'm like, hey, dude, don't give yourself opportunity. Like how strong is your willpower? You have to ask yourself that. Like, cause I've been around in relationships or in situations where it's like I've been hung around girls and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't cheat. Mm-hmm. Like I don't care if she butt naked. She never said that. Didn't happen. I was like, oh, this is a temptation. I was like, this is the devil. Like this is the anime temptation. Like, what would you do if a girl was butt naked in front of you, but you knew you was in a relationship? Could you walk away? I was like, I admired the body. I was like, okay, this is. I may have, like, if it don't work out, I'm definitely hitting a U-turn.
Jesus Christ.
But I got to go.
Good willpower.
Because it's like, because I got to live with it. Like, my rule is, I have a super superiority complex sometimes. Mm-hmm. So, like, in order to give people, like, I have to live better than people in order to criticize. Because some people say, who are you to criticize? I'm like, because I've been there and I've done that. Like, I've walked away like Deji was like, I walked away for 50 million. I know. What would you do? Like, no. Because a lot of people, like, they just, like, the flesh is an interesting concept. But also factors in anime, why a lot of people do dumb shit in anime. Like, go back to save people for love. Or my thing I hate about the new apocalypse thing is, you got a crush on a girl, you never talk to her, then the apocalypse happens. Now this is the best time to go and confess your love.
That's the worst time ever. What?
Like, that's like right
her
now.
Her family's dead. Her life is turned up, and you think this is the perfect time.
It's a hero combo. I'm going to save her. That's what I'm going to do. Then, and I always laugh. I say, wait. And then, or the thing is, you go to save her. She's more badass than you. And it's just like, so what you gonna say now? Now you the damsel in distress. Now she gonna look at you like you a bitch. Like, so you can't even keep up your cardio.
I got a hypothetical for you. Mm-hmm. So let's say your friend has been cheating on their partner, doing whatever the fuck behind their back. Their partner comes up to you and is like, hey, I just got a real bad feeling. I feel like they've been doing stuff behind my back. Dude, please just tell me.
I've been in that situation.
What are you doing?
I shut the fuck up.
I'm telling.
No.
I'm snitching.
This is the reason I had to shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Because she knew. You're not asking me because she knew, but she chose to ignore it. Because I see in her eyes. And I was like, it doesn't, and I guess maturity happened in my 30s. I had to realize, shut the fuck up. Because if I say something, and she already knows, what is it going to change? She's not going to leave. I had to learn to let it play its course its own way. Because I've said stuff, and then guess what happened? Now I got a dude ready to fight me because...
We'll say for the hypothetical sake, that they have no proof, they're not sure. Oh. But it's sketchy. They're just
generally, I get out the friendship before it gets there. Like, if he ain't moving right, I'm like, I can't be cool with you before. Because I'm like, I'm not going to say shit because it's not my place. Because if I say something, you get murked or some shit go badly. People are like, why you say something? Or she get mad at me or like I've been blamed for shit like that where I'm like, hey, cool, don't do that. That's going badly. And then it's like, it's your friends. Because, you know, it's firstly, I'm the single friend. So, of course, Aaron blame me. Because, of course, I'm like, nigga, I watch anime in the house alone by myself. Like, I want a dry street. What you mean? Like, I didn't even know he was in these streets like this. Because I'm weird. Because I was like, my friends that do, or people I know that do that, I'm like, why are you cheating? I'm like, I get mad. I'm like,
oh, I do get mad. I'll be like, I will literally tell my friends, if your partner asks me, I'm snitching because I don't support this bullshit. They deserve better than you.
When I tell people I'm not gonna cover for you. That's why I said I'm not covering
absolutely
for you.
Not.
Because it's like, yo, I'm not gonna hurt somebody, and that's your as your friend, that's putting me in a bad place. I ain't a liar. That's your fault. Like, yo, clean up your mess. Right. Like, plus cheating is the concept of cheating considered like is poly, all these other ways, or just communication. What is the point in cheating?
It's literally no point. It's because you're selfish. You want to keep this one exclusive. You don't want them to be with anybody, and you want someone safe to come back with. Well, you can do whatever the fuck you want with anyone else.
You want the wife at home, but you want the stripper on the side.
Yeah, and not just one stripper. If you want to interchange, you can because you're sneaking around.
Which is very interesting. Which is the harem, which goes back to anime, the harem concept.
I hate the fucking harem
Okay, so I have a weird thing about that.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm older and I've been in more situations, I see how it's really easy to happen. Because it's really weird when multiple people want you and you like, I want all of you. And then it's like, I can juggle all this. And then you actually apply like, oh, I can do this. And then it's the emotional part that messes it up. Harems. That's the part that no anime really explores why it doesn't work. Because emotionally, somebody gonna get stabbed or you can't mix personalities. Where it's like, or real life.
That
look
would be Sister Wives.
Oh yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. That only works because money and they don't have their own house.
And manipulation.
Yeah. Well, you can't have it. You can't deal with multiple people. It has a power dynamic. Because clearly somebody got to be submissive in that situation. Clearly, of the dude, it's the sister. The brother, husbands, whatever the hell they call it.
That made me sad. I couldn't watch it because those women are actually terrible people. Shit.
You need a battery pack?
I do, but then I would have to unplug the mics. Ooh,
I have mine if you want to use it.
But yeah. We'll just wrap it up soon.
But yeah, that goes back to the harem dynamic. Not to give too much detail. As somebody who was like, let me give this a try. Let me embrace talking to multiple people. Mm-hmm. It's really easy because different parts you like. Okay, maybe you don't like anime. So cool, you like sports. All right, different parts of my personality is getting attention. I'm using it. Mm-hmm. That's the part. Okay, cool. But then it's like time and then feelings where it's like, oh, or as I call it, the bad part started to come out, and you be like, oh, this is not healthy. I could get killed for this. Oh, you're super aggressive. Oh, you're territorial.
Yeah.
Because it's like
human beings it's messy.
But I also get jealous when I see a dude work because I'm like, I see a throuple. I'm like, you bastard.
I know a few thruples that are working.
Yeah, it's like I'm getting mad. I'm like, man, I want that. That seems fun. But it's like financially, like I talk to like couples like that and poly couples where it's like, oh, they making it work. It's like, I don't want financial security. Like what do you mean y'all split it 5 ways? Wait, what?
The financial part is beautiful.
And then then I'm like, I take that because I take every life lessons. I take that and apply it to my friendships. I'm like, okay, because y'all have to be friends and get along. So I try to build my friendship like that. Like, okay, hey, why don't we work together to get a house? Instead of paying 1,000 right here, we could just pick our money together and get a house. Mm-hmm. And then boom, boom, boom. They like, I understand the privacy part, but I'm like, we gotta go and buy a house and go from here. And also we can always sell a house, get more money, and go from here. And then people don't want to do that.
It's very special. It's able to do that.
The trust,
the financial, the follow through, are you still friends after you get the house and live there for a year? There's lots of
friendship showing
issues.
You found the problem with that. Well, being a roommate is a problem. Which also sometimes they depict anime is you only surface level friends. When you live with somebody, you learn they're good and you learn who they are, and then you learn whether they're selfish, they clean. Hygiene is always a weird thing. How they move, or they are money hungry. Like, okay, you label rent again. Why you label rent? Why your girlfriend always over here, yo? She might just pay rent. No, she just visiting. She here 5 days out the week. She need to get some rent on some utilities.
No, for real. I was that girlfriend for like a second in a relationship. I legitimately would have wished that they were just like, you're around too much. And I'll be like, cool. I'll be around less.
So and that's the other part, like,
because I didn't know. I was legit just wanting to hang out and spend time with them. Mm-hmm. I didn't know I was around too much until they were talking about clean dishes type shit, and I'm like,
oh, being petty. Yeah, but it's like they could have just said it, or they didn't say it to him, or he just blew it off like, oh no, this is my girlfriend, you ain't gonna tell. It's like, no, it's a certain level of comfort. It's like, yo, just say something like, okay, or be like, but also that also means they probably didn't like you. Because that's the only way. Because like, are we all cool? We just us hanging out. But it's like for it to be a burden, that means somebody was like, man, I don't like you. But also you got hate motherfuckers that'll be after your girlfriend or be after the person you with.
Oh, he had like the other dude, his roommate, had a whole ass girlfriend, and she was young. But he would try to
was
like
danger young, was she?
Huh?
She
No,
was-
not that type of young.
Okay.
But like young enough where she should be out having fun, not cooking dinner and washing dishes for this man.
That's a whole other kind. That's the weird part. Being 32, where in single you have to control your dating range. Where like the dating sites and all that. Like, what age do you cut off? Because I had an 18-year-old say I'm cute, and I was like, nah. I got nieces and cousins your age. Nah, son. Or like it is like, oh, but then it's like, oh, then I also had like older women like older like 50 and 40 like, what you doing? I'm like, nah, I don't have to fight your son. Or the weird part, like dealing with like, I don't see how some dudes been chasing older women in their 20s. Like, what happens when you see the daughter look just as good as the mother? It's like, why you ain't dating the daughter? She your age.
That's a whole nother conversation. Like we could go on about this because I got shit to say, but
That's a different part. That's a relationships in this setting.
that's a whole nother episode.
So,
we can talk about relationship
yeah, so
bullshit another episode, but
what did we talk about? So let's review.
So
Brownhoist is amazing.
if you're looking for a place to like host small things
or
medium things,
you can fit like 150 people in a ballroom, maybe a little bit less. But you also get used to the whole building if you work that out. So yeah. So come to Brownhoist is more of the story.
We'll put the link in the bottom and just like check it out. Especially if you're up and coming, wanting to have your own events, whether it's small like game nights or you're starting to have your anime what?
Yeah, anime club. Yes,
Yeah.
Brownhoist Anime Club coming soon. We'll see you on social media once I get the flyer made.
I'm excited because
Or just come hang out with me. I'm a cool person. I swear I won't start a League of Villains. I swear I won't. We won't.
we got enough villains out here.
Oh yeah, May 11th, Black Fae Day, Brownhoist. Come. Food,
I'll be there.
events. There's a free events, and if you're feeling great, come to the Black Fae banquet afterwards. We will have great food. It's a great experience. And also live performance, I think. Yes, we're working, I think, a live performance. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Just spam me.
Just keep your fingers crossed.
Oh yeah. One more quick question.
Yes.
What conventions are you going to, or anything nerdy you're doing?
I think I'm going to. See, I got a calendar because I be traveling and doing shit.
Are you checking out Colossal at all? Like even if it's just for one day?
I don't think so because every time I hear about it, it's just weird shit. They just into weird shit, and like people already make me uncomfortable. I'm not purposely going to a place where they're already on weird shit.
That's a whole nother podcast about your local cons.
Because here our cons, besides ClassCon, they're just like they're fun, but they're small. They're like once you go there for a few hours, you've seen everything.
A lot of starter cons, or they just keep
BlurCon, VA.
How are you getting to BlurCon? Are you going the whole time?
Yes.
You got a room and all like that?
Someone else has a room. I'm supposed to be rooming with them.
I thought about going to Blur. People, should I check out BlurCon? Because I've never been to DC. I could technically pull it off. Because I'll drive, so I don't care about being close. I enjoy driving.
Driving is a terrifying experience. I'll tell you about another time, but
okay, I may check out BlurCon then.
Do it.
Go for the culture.
Do it for the culture.
Be among black people.
But yeah, that's the only one that I got on my list. I already did Fan Expo, and then if something pops up, I might.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to concerts. Be more interactive with people. And promote myself. Yo, being an adult sucks. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, absolutely.
Like this adult thing, like oh yeah, you gotta be motivated and do and have
you
a
gotta
purpose.
Work and follow your dreams at the same time.
Yeah, like fuck this shit, you know. Like then you like curse the day that I said I can't wait to be adult to make my own rules.
But you have to work hard, but you also can't work too hard because you need to rest for your own health. You can't call off because you need the money, but sometimes you need to call off or you're gonna fucking murder somebody.
You gotta take that right up. Sometimes I was like, no.
Sometimes you just gotta kill off grandpa and be like, dude, My family member dead. I can't come in. I've done that a few times. It's too much.
Yeah, that's why they changed the rule books to immediate family, which is fucked up. Like, what my grandma?
My father died.
Like, which like, oh no, I knew this
God,
girl. She used that excuse because she kept saying it was her it was divorce. She was like, no, this is the dude that my stepfather remarried in his life. And he's like, she raised me. I mean, like,
first of all, if I've got to explain to you our connection and someone in my life died, I gotta quit. Cause what kind of fucking job is that?
A job that sees some shit. HR. Hey, I talked to HR people. They've seen some shit. Like people come. Like I remember one time, dude. She told me a dude said his grandmother died, and literally the next week, she came up there to give him lunch, and she was like, "What? Excuse me?" Shook her hand and was like, "Oh, this is your grandmother. I'm so happy to meet her." And then he was like,
"That's embarrassing."
They didn't fire him, but they was like, "You on your last strike. Like you better not miss no days."
First of all, that's actually embarrassing. I can't kill you off and you pull up to work the next day.
She didn't tell his grandmother what he said. That's what saved him. She was like, "Oh, I got your ass now." Like,
but before we sign off, Marvel or DC?
Okay. Heroes or villains? Because
content, not characters.
Oh. Okay, so Hawk was always my favorite, so Marvel, but recently I've been getting I like the character development in DC a little bit more, some characters.
Fair enough.
Shout out to DC. Embracing black characters a little bit more. No offense.
For me, I think Marvel makes really good live action movies, much better than DC. But I like DC's animated series more than Marvel.
Oh yeah, Batman Beyond. Oh yeah, also that Batman Beyond bullshit. For not letting the Spider-Verse people do Batman Beyond. That's disrespectful.
Batman Brave and the Bold?
See, you gonna be here another hour with that
Yeah,
shit.
we gotta go.
You got batteries dying.
We literally have to have another episode where we talk about like cartoons and shit. But thank you for being
I'll be around
here. This was fun.
I'll be at Brownhoist. We'll probably do another one here.
Absolutely.
Come check out cool dungeon area.
Yeah. And until next time, guys. Peace.
Oh shit. You're still here. That's fucking dope. Thank you for supporting me and watching my video all the way to the end. If you have any suggestions or things you want to hear me talk about, people you want to hear me talk to, please let me know. You can message me, you can comment below. And since you're part of the end of the video crew, I'm gonna need you to comment your favorite emoji at the bottom of this video so I can know that you made it here. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you for your support, and till next time.